Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to Brave New World Blindfolded. Somehow I have a feeling that I'm going to be splicing and somehow I have a feeling that I'm going to be having at least a few bloopers on this. So I'm probably just going to splice this audio in, like, over top of the actual run, even though this isn't the actual run. Probably. I mean, I can't say for sure yet, but that's what it seems like to me so far. So, first of all, you may notice that a different character's in the lead. Off camera, I did a little bit of fiddling my menus. I set the message speed up to 1 so that messages move as quickly as possible. I also switched the order of my party so that I could have Setzer alone on his own controller slot. You'll see why in a second. And the third thing I did was shove as much magic boosting stuff on Edgar as possible so that he can pretty much one-hit KO the special forces with Bioblaster. I don't care about Setzer. He had all that stuff before, so he can take a hike. So I'm going to walk back and forth for a few seconds. The reasoning behind this is that I want to set up all my cursors beforehand so that I'm not wasting around 15-20 seconds trying to get them set up inside the timed segment. That would just be stupid. Alright, so this is probably Gao because he's he's usually the first up. Yes, I was correct, because fight would be moving up cursor. Down to Exosite. That did nothing. Whatever, don't care. You are Setzer, so I don't care. Alright. Alright, this is probably Mog. Yep. He's in Water Rondo. Kind of a close debate for me between Water Rondo and Love Sonata, which to use. I decided on Water Rondo because I figured that the fails likely wouldn't have an animation to deal with, where as long as one anyway, just because it would be just stumbling and nothing else. Well, somebody took a lot of damage from that. That's not good. May have to heal with some dried meats or something. Didn't really plan for that, but no big deal. El Nino, woot. That should hopefully finish everything after I've already done a Bioblaster. So that's it for that. Item. Dry meat should be at the top. Yeah, that was Edgar who needed a lot. Don't want him dying in the middle, that would be stupid. And one last important cursor thing to do, save. I mean, not actually save, but set my cursor on the save button. The reason for setting my cursor onto the save button is that every time I open and close the menu, the easiest way to check that I've made it into the menu, like I'll be mashing Y and A to do the menu trick. I suppose it would be X and A on the SNES controller, because I've got them backwards for my Xbox controller, and when I'm mashing Y and A, I normally go into an extra menu, but if I'm on the save bar, I'll end up just getting the burner noise, and that'll tell me a little bit quicker. I think this probably saves around 10 to 15 seconds, so it's surprising because it doesn't seem like that big a deal, but ends up kind of being that way. This is probably the most planned out segment yet, like the one I had to do put the most effort into getting right. And it's still not likely to work because I still need some luck, and it's still hard to actually pull off, so it'll be a miracle if I get this on the first try. Alright, I should be near the staircase now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hopefully that worked out, because if it didn't, it's going to be a pain. Probably require a restart. Alright, now going 8 lines me up with a random metal thing, so that lessens the number of steps I have to take backwards. Well, technically to 0, theoretically, but I can improve my odds of getting through to the next area if I walk back a couple steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I mainly just walked back 5 steps so that I could go right and up 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now I should hopefully be lined up with the Imperial Palace entrance. Hopefully walk past Ben Narvis and some other guy without them being in the way too much. So hopefully you're hearing? Wow. Hopefully you're seeing that metallic Magitech facility palette for next area already. If you're not, I'm probably done for. So, left and up. Left. I think that was the order. One, 2. Up the staircase. Okay, good. I'm in the cutscene. Now... Alright, he's already gotten the door because otherwise I can't, So later on when I do this, I'm going to be walking up 4 steps to here where this guy is. So it should be 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. At least I get to double check right away because... Okay, that's not right. There we go. So now hopefully I'm near Gestahl. Now here's where the painful portion of this segment begins. A bunch of doors will open and close. In the LLG this part was a non-event really, because I wasn't trying to get any of the invisible Gestahl points. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But here I have to get a whole bunch to get the life bell. I'm aiming for the life bell, by the way. So second highest reward. The top reward is just ridiculous, but... Alright, I'll pay attention now. Stop opening doors. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now hopefully I'm out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, back 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Talk to this guy. Run back. Don't need to do the menu trick. Though I am in weird spots because I'm being paranoid. Left, down and out. Out the first door. I'm at the second door now. Left, down the staircase. Down to here. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright, first luck reliant part. This guy says there's a waste of my time, so I'll just have him defend. Now, please. Good, good, that helps a lot. This guy can waste probably about 30 seconds more than that if I don't get something good going off right away. Off 1, right for a bit, down, left, right for a bit again. I'm weirded out by that. I'm worried I may have ran too far. Okay, being paranoid. That's not good because it wastes time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in here. Left here. Up to the door. Left up the staircase. Up to the top. Right. Luck reliant part number 2. Oh no, that didn't go well. Oh man, I'm in a mess. Usually holding right as I go through that door gives me a good shot at talking to the guy who fights me in here right away. The guys who fight you give me... Oh, I don't know why I'm bothering talking. I'm done for. Oh, there he is. The guys that you fight give more points than the guys you don't fight. They give 5 as opposed to 1 of the invisible points. That should do them in anyway. I guess I could still make it through if everything went pretty much perfect, but I don't see it happening. Probably talk to someone in that mess. I'll just assume I did. Alright, poo on peace. You take a dump on my ideals, I'm gonna take a dump on your face. Oh, what a comeback! Alright, out the door. Right, down. 1, 2, out the door. Alright, I made it. Out the door again. That's important to check because they can get in your way there. Right, up, left, 1, up here, left, up, right, up, a little bit farther, left to the side, down on left a whole bunch, right 1, out the door, 1 back, to the Magitech armor guy, I made it to him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Alright, here's the last guy. If I can beat him in time, I don't know if I have enough time. I wasted a bunch of time towards the beginning. And I didn't get good luck in the soldier room. So this is gonna be tight. If I can hear the burner noise after the battle, I know for sure I've got it. Yes, I heard it. Down to the bottom. Let's get brownie points. 1, 2, out the door. 1. Oh, mash the button. Okay, now the worst part is I don't know for sure if I made it. This is the first part of the tune that I have to listen to. And now I start mashing the button halfway through that. And now the dialogue starts after this ends. Yeah, so that's the end of that. Here we are at last, sharing a meal. A toast would be appropriate. To whom shall we raise our glasses? Well, considering I can't tell what Gestahl's actually gonna say, I can probably just substitute whatever I want for our entire conversation. So my options here are to blindfolds, to Justin Bieber, or to BTB. I think I'm gonna go with to BTB, thank you very much. 1, 2. My record on that earlier part is actually 15 soldiers, because I went for brownie points and managed to get 3 of them, but... Well then, to BTB! As you may know, Kefka has been thrown in jail for the poisoning of Doma. What do you think should become of that guy? Alright. Part of the reason why I'm reading out the dialogue is so that I make sure that I have enough time to... It's kind of like a spacer, to make sure that I'm not trying to press the button again during a cutscene or something. Alright, so my options here are feed Kefka his own entrails and while he's still alive. Because, yeah. The second option is make Kefka count on ID to keep him from getting bored in his jail cell and trying to break out. Or C, we could have him become a clown for children's circus or something. I think I'm gonna go with A. Murder is always the best solution. Well then, I suppose we'll let him stew in his cell for a while, and then we'll decide what to do. Aw, you're so boring, Gestahl. Couldn't you have gone with my idea? I'm truly sorry for the poisoning of Doma. No one ever dreamed that Kefka would sink that low. Alright, so first option is that's okay. In fact, thanks. So you're making more room for the takeover from Figaro later. For option B, we have yeah, that was pretty douchey of Kefka. That's almost as bad as what real politicians do. And for option C, we have the ever wonderful option of big deal. There were only like 12 people. Did you even count them? Alright, down. I think I'm gonna go with B. I apologize again. The poison is being cleaned up and Kefka is being severely punished. Yeah, I kinda figured that out already from the whole fact that he was in jail. Well then, by the way, about General Cell. Give it a couple seconds. That line was short, so I want to give it more leeway. Because now that I'm not on a time limit, I can indulge my paranoia as much as I want. So, my options here are... Yes, Cell is a monster. She hurts everyone, those who are friends with her, those who trusted her. And she will destroy you. For option 2, we have... we don't care if Cell's spied. She's such a good opera singer, it just makes up for it. And for option C, we have... Yeah, Cell was obviously a spy. I mean, seriously, what kind of a name is Cell? It must have been a code name for something. I think I'm gonna go with option B. Cell realized the lunacy of this war before everyone else did. That's why she left the Empire. I don't think that's the right line, but we'll roll with it. I don't care what Gestahl said. I reject his reality and substitute my own. By the way, was there anything you wanted to ask me? Alright, so, the first question I want to ask you is, did you know that Kefka is going to throw you off a flying continent in the future? Don't be ridiculous. It makes no sense. Why ever would that happen? So, would you like to move on to talking about the Espers? One more question, please. Alright, so my second question is, Gestahl, why do you look like a dog? That's ridiculous. I look nothing like a dog. It's called hair. Can you not see the hair? Okay, whatever. One more question. And the one thing that's annoying to remember is that the first time you say one more the first time you ask the question and get an answer, he actually throws in an extra dialogue asking if you want to ask another question, but the second time he doesn't do that because he's a troll. Alright, my third question. Gestahl, what is the meaning of life? Your questions are absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to move on to discussing the espers now. Thank you very much. You know what? Sure, let's do that. This is taking much longer than it has to, but yeah, I can just mash the A button here. That's the end of all the dialogue for the first half. At this point, I'm not sure if there's another option in there that's thrown in there, but it doesn't matter if there is or not, because I just have to mash A from there to the end of this part, and I'll say I want to take a break properly, and we'll be ready to fight the SP forces. Alright, so all the way right, all the way up, all the way left. Hello, Mr. Guy. We're in a fight. Edgar, these are humans, so do your thing, you know how to do it. That's probably Gao, so he's probably just gonna waste his time. But not enough time. It says you're a waste of time no matter what. At least right now. Because I've got no reliable tech coming out of him. I mean, I suppose Moggs isn't exactly reliable, but it's a lot harder to tell Mog to defend when he could be Edgar, for all I know. Even though he's very probably unlikely to be, because Edgar's so much slower. So yeah, these guys, even when Bioblaster doesn't kill them, they generally just die of poison in like 2 seconds. Or, you know, Gao just finishes them off, because that works too. And that's the end of that. Just as you thought. Well, if you thought you were gonna throw away a bunch of your lives, that works too. All the way right, all the way down. Alright. 1, 2. All the way to the left, sit in the chair. Alright. Oh no. How many lines of dialogue was there for the next bit? I'm trying to remember. Does he just ask, was there anything else you wish to ask me? Or does he go on for 2 other dialogue boxes? I think there's only one here. I think, is there anything... I mean, I suppose part of the reason why I memorized these lines was just to make sure that I knew them, and I don't have any other lines memorized except for, what do you have left to ask me? I remember there being other lines that were hard, but I also think that I never finished memorizing them because I realized I could just jam A after this question. So, if my logic is correct... Oh wait, is there anything else you would have me say, rather? This provides a lot of opportunities. I could have you say that your mama's fat. I could have you say that Sonic 06 is your favorite game. Or... I presume I could have you say, sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider. That would work. So let's hope everything... Wait a minute. Even if there are extra dialogue boxes, I can select it down... No wait, but then... I can... Worried about... making... just gonna trust my intuition here. JMA until the end of the cutscene. I I should stop being paranoid. It's probably just what I thought it was. It's probably what makes sense. I don't have any leeway here. I didn't talk to any extra soldiers, so if I accidentally selected the +3 option, I'm gonna die. Either way. That would really suck to fail it up on the last question of the entire thing. After, I think, probably doing the earlier portion right. Because, I mean, I must... It would be extremely unlikely that I failed to talk to a single other soldier in the barracks. And I did my paranoid checks for the first 4 soldiers, which isn't strictly necessary. So yeah, now this goes for quite a while. Unfortunately, I get no indication here of whether I got the life bell. So that's a thing. I've got to leave Vector before... Why is... Oh right, there's a cutscene portion. No, but I obviously exited. What's going on? What could I have possibly forgotten? Okay, I just re-exited there. Okay, that was weird. I don't get why that happened, but easy enough fix. I happened to worm my way up into the right spot anyhow. I'm guessing I must have either ran 1 step to the left or 1 step to the right. Alright, all the way down and out. Exit the place, re-enter the place, left, up, left, up. Chest 1, chest 2. This will be such a pain if I didn't get everything correctly. I really, really hope I did. Get it out. Left, up, because it means I'm wasting my time doing this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a thing. Okay, let's get it. All you stupid soldiers running around. I think it was an extra step to the right there before I leave. Okay. This is weird. My way to the bottom right. Hopefully I didn't walk out of the room, but if I did... Planning an idea to get back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully I should be running into the china cabinet here. Hopefully I should be running out the door here. At least I think the chances of me getting permanently lost in Vector are pretty slim. Alright, so I went to the toilet. Good thing I remembered that was there, so now I know I made it out of that room. Now I can, into that room, now I can just do my normal routine. 1, 2, out the door. Are the soldiers just massively trolling me or something? Back to the toilet, out the door, hold right, hold down, 1, 2. There we go, finally. I just want to get this over with so that I can actually see if it was worth it or not. Down, right. Maybe I could work out a way to check if I have the life bell. Then again, that might not be the best idea, because if I mess up my check, then I might end up throwing away a perfectly good segment. That might not be worth it. Up here. Thankfully, there's no treasures back at the top of Vector. In my LLG, I actually grabbed the treasures during the time segment because I wasn't doing anything else, but here, I have to waste your time. Haha. At least there's nobody here right now, so I can deal with this a little bit faster. I think there are normally 2 people walking around in this room. 1, 2, into the door, right, chest, grab the chest. I swear that was 1 step farther. Well, I'm not sure if I walked into the door or not, but it doesn't make a difference. I don't think anyway. 1, 2. Out of here, hopefully. Yep, there we go. I'm out. Should be. Alright, right. Down the staircase. Left. Out the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so now I hit that door. Down. And now to indulge my paranoia, do a double check. Left. Down. Left. Down. Okay, so now I take 1 step to the right and then 1 step down to get around here. I'm almost out of this horrible Imperial Palace place. Now, I'll spend a long time walking down in case there's NPCs there. Sabin joined the fray up top like a nerd, so now I've got to avoid him as well. Sabin, your oversized muscles are now in the way. I've probably made it down to the bottom by about now. I mean, seriously, how long can those NPCs delay me? Especially when I have dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here is a slightly luck reliant part, but I feel like I've reduced the luck reliance of it a little bit. And if it fails, I've noticed that I can nearly always exit Vector by running down and left for a bit, then running down and right for a bit. It'll be tedious, but it'll work. Almost surely. There's only, I'm pretty sure there's only 1 spot where I can actually get stuck from here. Anyway, enough blabbing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all the way to the bottom. NPCs might be there, so I'll wait for a while. The closer to the bottom I get with my actual strategy, the faster it'll be to recover if I do mess up. All the way to the right, it should hopefully be down the staircase and into this gap here that I have to go around. It's unlikely that NPCs could get in my way for a long time there, so around the gap, all the way to the right. So into the pit, down here to the rubble. Seriously, Espers, don't you ever pay attention to the no littering signs? You should put the large portions of the, broken infrastructure, it's not even the right word, into designated waste baskets to preserve the environment, you know? It's kind of a helpful thing to do. All the way to the left. Should hit the building now, the inn. I'm gonna go into the inn, mainly just for a lark, but because they sell larks in there. They sell all sorts of other birds too, like pigeons. I'm not sure if a lark is actually a bird, but I swear it is. Alright, that's good. Run into the inn. I was mostly just doing that to, well, it gives me a slightly faster indication of where I was, but also resets this NPC's position so he's unlikely to get in my way. And I'm out of there. And my cursor's already lined up with the save option for obvious reasons. Alright. Please have worked. If it has, I'll see you next time.